Namaste, everyone. Welcome to day 7, which is almost two thirds of the program. Yeah, and in the days past, you have learned various techniques to move your energy and your breath up the spine, etc. And you have learned a very intriguing and basically unknown technique called lotus opening. ये हनुमान जी का गिफ्ट है मुझे. Again, all my breath work insights are a gift from Hanuman ji. Therefore, one of the major techniques that I use, I call it the Hanuman master breath. दूसरों ने भी किया होगा. I'm not saying कि वो discovery भी मेरी ही है, ऐसा नहीं है. दूसरे लोगों ने भी up the spine breathing की ही है. So that discovery is not mine. But as far as lotus opening is concerned, it's probably not been shared by anyone at all. And the power of the lotus opening program is that it's a very subtle technique, but it's a very, very powerful technique. So far, you have used only in parts. In our session yesterday, you were engaging the Muladhara, lifting up the Muladhara, one part, and the other one was you were using the lotus opening at the Muladhara or the dilation at the Muladhara. You were doing both of these simultaneously. I trust you've done your exercises today. You can dive into your breath work. Do the complete breath work, which means जो breath आप पूरा नीचे ले जा रहे हो, यहाँ पे bottling कर रहे हो, one part of it is moving up the spine, वो सब करते रहिए. साथ में perineum engaged, मूलाधारा, lotus open. आंखें बंद कर लीजिए, जॉ को रिलैक्स कर लीजिए, चेहरे पे प्यार. अभी बैठ के करिए थोड़ी देर बैठ के करिए. देन इफ यू फील दैट लाइंग डाउन विल गिव यू बेटर रिजल्ट्स, यू कैन लाई डाउन. सो थोड़ी देर बैठ के करिए एंड वेयर अ स्माइल ऑन योर फेस. एंड रिमेंबर, when you wear a smile on your face, it, without your realizing it, it starts changing your emotional energy. Very powerful practice, very, very powerful practice. Remember one thing, your mind works against you because of your negative emotions. If you are cleared of negative emotions, if negative emotions are washed away from your being, your mind will start working for your benefit. Your mind is a very, very powerful thing. Believe me, it's such a powerful thing you can't imagine. Unfortunately, for 99% of the people in the world, their mind is their biggest liability. उनका माइंड उनको खाली दुख देता है, क्योंकि उनके माइंड में माइंड ईगो इमोशन का जो कॉम्प्लेक्स है, they have not learned how to deal with it, they have not learned how to use it, how to wash the emotions out of the mind, or how to at least wash the negative emotions out of the mind. वो मैं आपको शेयर करता हूँ. चलिए करिए. Bring that smile, and when you do the smiling bit along with the lotus opening, it will be even more powerful. Om. Om. Smile on your face, jaws relaxed. जॉ जब टाइट होता है टेंशन का साइन होता है. जॉ रिलैक्स माने टेंशन थोड़ा कम हो रहा है. Starts impacting your sushumna very quickly. Om. 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 लक्ष्मी जी नमस्ते, ऑडियो वीडियो में आ जाइए। आप इतनी प्यारी लगती हैं लक्ष्मी जी, और आपका नाम लक्ष्मी जी है। आप तो देवी का स्वरूप है। हाँ, बून गिवर लक्ष्मी जी, प्लीज बी विजिबल टू अस। जी, थैंक यू। So what we are doing today is same as what we did yesterday. I hope you've done your exercises in the morning. If so, बैठ के अभी breath work करिए. The only thing now you have to bring additionally into your practice is the twin move in the Mooladhara. Engagement with the lotus opening, which is like a dilation. Very powerful technique, very powerful thing. आप करोगे साथ साथ कुछ आपके सेंसेशन में आना चाहिए। शेयर करेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा है, मेरी क्लैरिटी बढ़ेगी। नहीं करेंगे, I'll live with it. Continue with that same breath. थोड़ा थोड़ा शेयर करिए what is coming into your observation so that I can build on whatever you are doing so far. Take a few minutes, 2 4 5 मिनट लगा लीजिए चाहे। हाँ ललिता जी बताएं।
I feel something moving towards the spinal cord, some energy kind of thing moving
Okay,
towards
very
the
good.
spinal cord.
Okay, excellent. And any sensation in that area, in the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana area, any kind of a sensation? Some kind of pleasant sensation perhaps?
Yeah, sensation is
Okay,
pleasant.
okay, wonderful. Very good. अभी करते रहिए, जो कर रहे हैं करते रहिए। Om. Om. Dilation. Lotus opening at the Mooladhara, along with the gentle engagement. Stomach relaxed, tongue at the roof of the mouth, belly, breath going deep, collecting in the belly, underbelly wall, all the way up. One part of the breath moving up the spine. Observe the sensations. A certain pleasantness should be flooding your being. Enjoy that pleasantness. And now, if that lotus opening is coming into your experience clearly, please let me know so I can start building on that. Om. 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 They say Ganesh ji ka vas in the body. Location of Ganesh ji is in the Mooladhara. So when your Mooladhara gets activated in that sense, it's like your Ganesha is waking up or getting activated inside your being. When Ganesha becomes activated, what happens? He becomes the remover of all obstacles. Ganesha is the remover of all obstacles. तो जो क्रिया कर रहे हो आप, जो प्रक्रिया आप कर रहे हो अभी, this will help you tremendously to start internally, without even your awareness. You will start invoking Ganesha or Ganesha power or Ganeshatva, because Mooladhar is supposed to be said to be the region or the domain of Shri Ganesh. सब कुछ उन्हीं से शुरू होता है. Om.
And someone feeling little dizzy.
Pleasantly dizzy, माने meditative और चक्कर चक्कर.
Not chakkar, it's like more of energy.
Okay, so you are feeling meditative in a sense.
I don't claim that.
Okay, if it is not pleasant, if it is uncomfortable, you can lie down for some time. Uncomfortable है तो थोड़ी देर बंद भी कर सकते हैं, थोड़ी देर में फिर से शुरू कर लीजिएगा. If it is comfortable, no problem. If it is pleasant,
I will continue lying down, sir.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, हाँ, by all means lie down. Om. 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 शेयर क्या आपके ऑब्जर्वेशन में आ रहा है? आगे चलना है.
What I observe is while inhalation, collecting all the energy from the sun to the navel, that energy is still going deeper inside.
Okay, so it's going into the Muladhara.
Yeah, no, deeper inside to the spinal cord, from there to Muladhara, like that I feel.
Okay, so that means it's coming straight down, moving inwards towards the spine.
Spinal cord, yes.
No discomfort, pleasant feeling,
Yes.
pleasant feeling. Continue with that, no problem. But what about the lotus opening at the Muladhara, the lotus opening and the perineum lifting? Is that
Yes.
happening well?
Yes, yes. It's happening for me.
And sensations are growing? Some kind
Yes.
of sensations are growing? Okay, great.
Yes.
Very, very good. Anyone else? Seema ji, Lakshmi ji, Santosh ji? Anybody else? Yes, Lakshmi ji. हाँ जी लक्ष्मी जी, सीमा जी, लक्ष्मी जी दोनों बोल सकते हैं. ओम. आप बताएंगे नहीं तो कैसे आगे जाएंगे?
I am feeling light in my head and I am expanding actually. As if my body is not, there's no body to limit.
अरे beautiful, beautiful, very good, excellent. And this sensation is growing as if from the Mooladhara area.
Yeah, and it's going up and all my, it's coming on. I mean, like now my boundaries of my body is not, I'm not feeling
Very
safe.
good, beautiful, beautiful. आप तो एकदम 100% भ्रष्ट योगी नहीं है. चलिए इस जन्म में आप योगी नहीं बन जाएंगे पूरा. चलिए very good.
That's very good.
चलिए very good. ओम. लक्ष्मी जी आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? यदि है तो देखिए एग्जैजरेशन जीरो, गलत एकदम भी मत बोलिएगा. कोई क्या हो रहा है इसलिए आप बोलेंगे ऐसा मत करिएगा प्लीज, फॉर हेवन सेक. ओनली व्हाट इज इन योर एक्सपीरियंस.
I just feel a concentration of the energy and release of it, Rajesh. I think I have this pain at the tail end of my spine, right? So I think whenever I try to focus, I cannot fully let go. Yeah.
So you have a pelvic floor issue. Hanuman master breath, especially with the lotus opening at the tailbone. एक हफ्ते के अंदर में ये जो कुछ भी पेन है डिसअपियर नहीं कर गया तो मेरा गला काट लेना. But you have to do it almost all day long. Every time your attention goes, keep your belly light, belly breathing wala. Let it be in that belly breathing mode, your belly. And from the Mooladhara along the tail, from the tailbone up along the spine, allow that lotus opening and do your Hanuman master breath up the spine. एक हफ्ते के अंदर में जो भी pelvic floor issues हैं almost 100%, थोड़ा ज्यादा बोल दिया, 100% नहीं बोलूंगा, but there will be a huge change in the condition over there. Even issues like
fall, so I think it is like a structural issue, but I will still try.
नहीं structural भी है तो भी ठीक होगा. Pain issue तो ठीक हो जाएगा उसमें. कम से कम any issues connected with pain, you will get immense relief.
Thanks.
Try sitting on a tube.
Okay.
I was telling her that she can sit on a tube actually.
लक्ष्मी जी, डॉक्टर सीमा की एडवाइस है आपके लिए.
Sorry, I didn't hear that properly. Can you just say it once more, Seema ji?
There's a tube available, you can ring like a tube, you can sit on that, it helps in the pain. There's a tailbone.
Okay, like the circular kind of thing.
No, but there's a problem. No, but one second. There is a problem with that, Lakshmi ji. सीमा जी आप भी समझ लीजिए. There's a problem with that. आप वो करेंगे तो आपका जो स्फिंक्टर मसल है ना वो सैग करना शुरू हो जाएगा.
No.
Your sphincter will begin to sag. Please be aware.
Tube में that is it. ट्यूब पे बैठने से,
फिर से बोलिए.
by sitting on the tube, her sphincter will sag.
If you already have a pelvic floor issue and if you sit on this so-called tube kind of thing,
Yeah.
especially for longer periods, your sphincter muscle will start dropping. ये तो मैं आपको पक्का बोल सकता हूँ.
No, let us, her pain will disappear in 1 week. No, you're saying. Let her use it till that time.
देख लीजिए, try कर लीजिए, no problem.
Because,
But do the Hanuman master. But do the Hanuman master breath with it.
I'm not saying that she should stop this. Along with this, she can take.
ठीक है. Okay, very good. Anything else? Experience. कहाँ जा रहा आपका breath?
There is no restriction with food, no, related to this breath, or you have to.
See, मैं पापी इंसान हूँ. I'm among those few people who likes to have my legs on both the boards, adhyatmic and bhautik. But when I say being on both boards, it doesn't mean that I want to do any excesses. खाना का enjoy करिए ना, क्या तकलीफ है? Why put this? You know, a lot of people get into this guilt thing कि ये छोड़ेंगे, वो छोड़ेंगे, फलाना करेंगे, ठिकाना करेंगे. कर लो ना जो करना, जितना ड्रामा करना है. Where does it lead you? But करना, जिसको ड्रामा करना है उसको तो ड्रामा करना है. I don't subscribe to that. मैं तो दारू भी पी लेता हूँ. मेरा मन करता है मैं दारू भी पी लेता हूँ. ज्यादा नहीं पीता, that is all. सिगरेट मैंने छोड़ दी. सिगरेट पीता था, वो छोड़ दी मैंने. 40 सिगरेट पीता था दिन में, टोटली छोड़ दी. अब दारू, इट्स नॉट लाइक आई वांट दारू. कभी पी लिया तो पी लिया, कभी 10 दिन पिया तो डेली भी पी लिया. एंड देन आई डोंट ड्रिंक फॉर 3 months. I will not touch it for 3 months. No problem. So I'm an experimenter. I do everything observing what is the effect, what is the impact, what is it doing to me. That is what I do. So I don't put too many boundaries for myself, and I don't put too many restrictions. But I follow brahmacharya. I teach erectile dysfunction. I teach erectile dysfunction reversal, but I practice brahmacharya 100%. So there are such things in my practice. Haji?
Eat non-veg also.
See, non-veg I used to eat. Then one day I saw someone cutting a murgi, and that pain, you know, the cries of pain of that murgi somehow settled inside me, and I said, "Ki, ab main meat to nahi khunga. Not for my pleasure. If I need to eat to survive, I will eat it. But otherwise, भूख लगी है, कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, मीट मिल रहा खाली तो मीट खा लूंगा. But otherwise not."
And what I also meant was, you need to be empty stomach while practicing this technique.
Most breath work brings best results the closer you are to an empty stomach.
And that's true.
Because every time there is a fullness in your belly, it impacts the channels, you know, your breath work channels. It starts impacting them at some level. So, in any case, अध्यात्म का तो मतलब भी थोड़ा ये है ना कि थोड़ा सब कुछ मॉडरेशन में करो ना. ज्यादा इसलिए करना है, खाने का आनंद लेना, लो ना आनंद यार. चार छोले भटूरे खाते हो तो 2 में काम चला लो, धीरे धीरे 1 में काम चला लो. Nowadays, you know, Seema ji, in the morning I have not even one full bowl of rice. That's my lunch. Breakfast, lunch वो एक है. 1 bowl of rice. In the evening, I have 1 chapati with some sabji. That's it. That's my meal. That's my food intake now. Because breath is giving me all the energy I want. I enjoy. Acha, every day I have double chini ki chai. मेरे से younger people, they go for chai. They say बिना चीनी की चाय, कम चीनी की चाय. I have double चीनी की चाय. And I have double chini ki chai twice a day. But in the afternoon, I don't have chini ki chai. I have good ki chai. I have good in my chai. So, but a sweet cup of tea. So, you know, these things, I experiment. I go. It's not like कि this is bad for you, तो इसको एकदम नहीं करना. If my observation, if my experience shows that it is hurting me, it is creating a negative impact, then I will definitely want to reduce it or cut it or totally leave it. Otherwise, why should I not? Yeah. ये सब तो सृष्टि तो भगवान की बनाई हुई. वो भगवान लोग भी तो सूरा और क्या बोलते थे उसको, सूरा और सूरा और क्या बोलते थे उसको, whatever. Huh? Soma and Sura, yeah. They are, see, what did Shivaji do? He took poison. He stopped the poison in his throat. That means he did not let the poison affect his whole being. So moderation mein kariye. Now most people don't know moderation. That's the challenge. I know moderation. So I've trained myself धीरे over time that जो करना करो moderation में कर लो. Things are okay. No problem. You have a drink, एक drink, 1.5 drink कभी मार लिया. It won't kill you. Believe me, it won't kill you. And it will do nothing negative to your, or almost nothing to your negative or to your adhyatmic journey, except in the morning when you wake up, you may feel a little groggy, which is not a nice thing, which is a negative, definitely. So that is one negative aspect. Sometimes people drink and then they start losing control over their actions, their thoughts, their words. That is bad. That is not okay. So जिसको moderation में करना आ गया, control करना आ गया, they don't get carried away with all this. So थोड़ा experiment करो, but observe. Become an observer. Like you become an observer of your breath. Become an observer of your mind. Become an observer of your feelings, and don't let your negative feelings take advantage of you, because they will keep influencing your mind, and then your mind becomes your enemy. So the moment a negative feeling starts, the negative emotion starts, smile your way into it. क्या बोलते हैं उसको, not dilute, dissolve it with your smile. A negative emotion starts, dissolve it with your smile. Forget about how it looks to others. दुनिया को जो समझना है समझे. That emotion to you should be dissolved. That negativity of that emotion should be dissolved inside. Khatam baat. And the smile.
Sorry. What did you say? And the smile should always be there.
हाँ, why not? आप तो और सुंदर लगते हो सीमा जी. आपको तो ऐसी बहुत प्यारी स्माइल आपकी तो. आप तो दिखा भी नहीं रहे हो. आप you've turned your camera you placed your camera very strategically so that I can see below your. Now it's better. Now I can see your smile.
What I meant was, you're saying you practice this whole day, then how much gap between meals? Because if you're having meals in between, so
Practice
whole
what?
day practice
Moving
is
your
there.
breath up the spine. Moving breath up the spine. Meals, see, even while eating your meals, if you want, you can move your breath up the spine. No problem.
Okay.
Belly breathing can continue even as you are having your meals.
Yeah,
But
that
don't
is-
focus on that. Khana aaram se khaiye. Bring your full attention to your food. Enjoy your food. Every gusya, every bite, every morsel of food that you put in your mouth, liquefy it. That means put so much saliva into it that it goes in almost in a liquid state. Most difficult thing to digest will become easily digested. That is the power of your saliva.
But Hanuman breath should be empty stomach.
No. ये जो breath work as a technique जो कर रहे हो, to practice जो कर रहे हो, do this for some time on an empty stomach. अच्छे results मिलेंगे. हनुमान मास्टर ब्रेथ तो दिन भर करो ना, आप कौन रोकता है? हनुमान जी तो आपको नहीं रोकेंगे, मेरा गारंटी है. नो प्रॉब्लम. दिन भर आप करिए हनुमान मास्टर ब्रेथ. लक्ष्मी जी तो करेंगे, तो इनको तो मैंने बोला ना, एक हफ्ते के अंदर में इनका जो पेन का इश्यू है एट द टेल बोन, इन द पेल्विक फ्लोर, क्लियर हो जाएगा. मेनी वुमेन सफर थिंग्स लाइक दिस. एम आई राइट लक्ष्मी जी? है ना? many women suffer issues connected with the pelvic floor. They go from pillar to post. Is doctor, us doctor. No one is able to do anything. Simple Hanuman master breath does it. Simply this. Sciatica, Hanuman master breath clears it. Fibromyalgia, Hanuman master breath clears it. और मुझे हुआ, कुछ लोगों को मैंने बताया, उनको हुआ. Some people with chronic back pain, lower back, middle back, cleared within weeks. Gone, finished, dissolved. It's fallen out of the lexicon now कि मेरे को ये पेन है. लक्ष्मी जी, don't look so pensive. Do it. Just do it. Let it happen. बहुत आनंद आएगा और बहुत. See, Once you are able to clear issues inside your being with the power of your breath, can you imagine how empowered you feel? And not just one thing. There are many, many different things that can be cleared with the power of your breath. And Hanuman Master Breath seems to, my son has migraine. जब उसको माइग्रेन का अटैक आता है, छटपट करता है बेचारा, डेढ़ दो दो दिन तक अंधेरा करके आंख के ऊपर कोई चीज रखकर, he cannot bear any sound, he cannot bear any light. Poor guy just goes through torture for a long period of डेढ़ दिन, दो दिन, sometimes maybe longer. बहुत बार उसको ब्रेथ वर्क से कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश की, बट घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर, बाप तो सबसे गया बीता होता है. Who wants to listen to his father? सुनना नहीं मांगते थे. A few days ago he had this. Somehow he said, okay, let me try. He tried it for a little while. He didn't do it enough, but he tried it for a little while. 15 मिनट के अंदर में that छटपटाहट ended. The migraine did not disappear, but the छटपटाहट ended. Then he started doing, थोड़ा पानी पिया, चाय पिया, etc. किया. And then he was able to go through his normal activities throughout the day, but with the hint of that headache. So he's not claiming that my headache is gone. But at the same time, he's not continuing with that breath work which I've shown him, which is basically just this belly breathing combined with Hanuman Master Breath. But the pain or the condition that would have, basically laid him down for a day and a half or maybe more, आधा दिन भी impact नहीं रहा उसका. Within some time, he started doing his normal activities, though with a little heaviness in the head, etc. अपना computer पे बैठा, he started doing his work, etc. All good. Now, if he continues doing this, if he understands and if he masters the technique, there will come a point of time when within 15-20 minutes, half an hour, he'll be able to clear it. Clear, gone, finished, end, over, finito. That's the power of breath. जैसे a swordsman needs to become skilled in his art. He needs to learn how to use the sword skillfully to be able to have an impact. You are also like a swordsman with your breath. You are killing the demons of negativity, pain, illness, disease inside you. So you are also a swordsman. You are in that way, you are like Ma Durga. Or if you like, you can think Ma Durga is the one moving through you, doing all this. All you have to do is allow her to move through you comfortably. चलिए बहुत इधर उधर की बातें होगी. Our focus today is the lotus opening. Where are we with the lotus opening? How is that experience building inside you? Let me start with Lalita ji, who seems to have been deep in a meditative state.
Now that lotus opening became easy for me. I can feel that.
Very good. Excellent. So that means it feels wider. Your breath flows a little easier. Is that right?
Yes.
Excellent. Lakshmi ji, आपका भी हो रहा है थोड़ा पेन में रिलीफ आ रहा है आपके? लक्ष्मी जी? Same. ठीक है, doesn't matter. Continue करिए थोड़ा. But as long थोड़ा वो कम से कम लोटस ओपनिंग का एहसास हो, अनुभूति हो तो बहुत अच्छा है. डॉक्टर सीमा जी, ये तो बुद्धा बन गई है. लेट मी गो टू संतोष जी. संतोष जी, ये सिटिंग बुद्धा, वो स्लीपिंग बुद्धा. अच्छा ठीक है, ही इज बैक. संतोष जी, लोटस ओपनिंग हैपनिंग वेल? Can you hear me, Santosh ji?
Nothing as of now, but my body has become a bit. Able to hear me?
Yeah. Now I'm able to hear. Yeah.
Okay. My body, it has become very warm now, and a little bit sweating is also there.
Okay. Unpleasant or pleasant?
That, nothing else.
Pleasant or unpleasant?
It's a pleasant thing. It's a pleasant thing. Nothing unpleasant.
Okay, fine. So now, Dr. Seema ji, what about you? the lotus opening and the perineum lifting. Bye bye. Chaliye. So
Can this
now,
be,
sorry.
I have one doubt. Can this be practiced by any pregnant women?
Can this be practiced by any pregnant women? Very good question. See, the thing is, in the lotus opening, what stage of pregnancy would you be referring to?
No, my sister-in-law, she is now 6 months pregnant. She has sciatica. So now you mentioned about sciatica, right? So I just wanted to know whether
Let us suffer 3 months. Let us suffer 3 months more.
okay.
Let us suffer 3 months more, because supposing वैसे तो कुछ negative होना नहीं चाहिए, but supposing there is a negative outcome, giving birth to a child is a very, very serious thing. It's a very critical part of one's life. There is new life coming, so there are all kinds of challenges that one has to deal with. Since this practice has not been officially, this practice has not been tried by a pregnant woman in my knowledge. Since this is my technique, since I have not even shared this with a woman who says she is pregnant, since she has not shared with me what has happened, therefore I am totally in the dark. So for me to say it is okay would be wrong. And for me to say it would not be okay would be also a little wrong. So what I would suggest is ask her to go very slowly. Just a gentle move in that area. Very smooth, slow, very gentle move. थोड़ा थोड़ा करिए, थोड़ा सा करिए, ज्यादा नहीं. Kegels तो ऐसे भी बोलते हैं. See, when a woman is pregnant, doctors usually prescribe or advise that the woman goes through some Kegel exercises or Kegel exercises, as they might sometimes say. है ना? उसमें वो जो बर्थ चैनल के जो मसल्स हैं उनको फ्लेक्स करते हैं, बढ़ाते हैं, कमती करते हैं, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा करते हैं, है ना? They work those muscles. So it's a good thing. It helps the woman. So there's obviously nothing wrong. So what we do with our lotus opening also should not be negative. By that logic, there should be nothing negative. But we don't know. Which woman is going to practice in what way? How is she going to employ this? We don't know. So therefore, I prefer to be a little cautious. कल भी कर दिया, कल को negative consequences हो गए, then we'll be very, we'll feel a great amount of regret. She'll go through a lot of pain as well. So very cautiously, just a little, very little, 15 दिन तक very gently किया. Oh, you were talking mainly, you were not talking about lotus opening, you were talking about Hanuman master breath.
Yes.
Yeah. Why did I confuse things? Should be no problem. Zero problem.
Okay.
No problem at all.
Okay.
But when she does the Hanuman master breath with a little bit of lotus opening, it becomes even stronger. Results will become even better. Anyway, so now let's all come back to our lotus opening at the Mooladhara. The same lotus opening that we are sensing or that we are practicing or observing and noticing in the Mooladhara area, let it rise now. Let it be, वहां पे जो है उसको रहने दीजिए. Take it, bring it a little higher. So that means somewhere in the Swadhisthana area, allow that same lotus opening. So if you like, you can start imagining the lotus at the perineum, at the Mooladhara, is visualized as having 4 petals. Petal, phool ke petals, petals. So these are 4 petals. You can visualize as you do the lotus opening, you can visualize 4 petals opening up. Now, as you bring the same opening to the Swadhisthana, you can visualize 6 petals opening up. That easing, that opening inside, as if 6 petals are opening. So now continue with the lotus opening at the Mooladhara and the Swadhisthana area. If you like, you can also bring it to the Manipura area where you have done a little bit of this already when you were drawing in energy from the Manipura. So you can bring in the Manipura 10 petals. इन तीनों एरिया को स्पेसिफिकली वो थोड़ा लोटस ओपनिंग करिए. मूव योर ब्रेथ, continue to draw energy from the Manipura area and channel it up towards up the spine. Continue doing this much with the lotus opening in the 3 chakras and observe your sensations. Observe what your body tells you. I haven't asked you to close the lotus, the open lotus at the tailbone. So keep it open. Let your breath move through the open lotus. Om. By the way, मैं बीच बीच में ओम करता हूँ. I hope it doesn't disturb too much. Thank you. Om. 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 Smiley, everybody, smiley. What was that piece I had shared about the smile? Let me see if I can find it. Yes, it was called the power of a power of smile drenched breath. I think I shared it in your group, but if not, if I didn't share it, if you tell me it's not there, I'll share it. Om. In fact, this is like a follow-up piece to two other earlier pieces on the mind, the unsabotaged mind, 1 and 2. So maybe I should share all 3 pieces if I haven't shared them. Om. 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 If anybody dreams of Ganesha or something like this in the next few days, do share with me. It might happen. But don't imagine it, please. For heaven's sake, don't imagine it. If it comes in your dreams, if you remember, then share it. Om. 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 Subtle breath in through the Manipura. With the lotus opened in the Manipura, Swadhisthana and the Muladhara. Notice the sensations. Some of you might be feeling some very, very pleasant sensations, and no, nothing wrong with that. Om. 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 Now hold that lotus opening position. Take 3 deep breaths with your Om. So take a full deep breath. Keep your lotus open. Keep your lotus opened as you have kept now. And after the in breath, as you say Om, breathe out up along the spine. And observe the sensations throughout the body, especially along the Sushumna. Full deep breath. Lotus open. Oh. Say your Oms. Oh. If you noticed anything, especially with the Om chanting, and of course the rest of the stuff as well, please take a minute and share, and then it's time. So we will end after that. Quick share of whatever you have experienced, anything new that has come into your awareness. Yes, Seemaji, I think you are ready. Go on.
I feel that my Om is longer and more deeper breath, and I'm going towards silence in that. If I start saying Om, my silence, I go towards the feeling of total silence inside.
Sundar, any other sensations with the lotus opening in the lower chakras, etc.?
Initially it was there, but now that energy is flowing up. So,
Okay. Thika, very good. So you're continuing to channel energy up the spine. Very good. Lakshmi ji?
Yeah, I could slightly feel I think maybe a bit of, the lotus opening a bit more now. Yeah, but not in all breaths, but I can kind of, feel like this is probably what people are talking.
Process. Process is starting. Doesn't matter. Any other sensations that you became aware of? There should be some sensations that you became aware. There should be something.
Generally calm and
Chalo, so be it. Lakshmi ji, sorry, Lalita ji.
Yes, my Om became longer, and I can feel the while chanting Om, the energy coming, raising up through the spine.
Do you feel any vibrations as well?
Yes, in the Muladhara.
Along. Very good. Now, as you begin to do this, you will actually be able to move this energy with the Om up all the way. Very cleansing. इसको दिन में जितने बार बैठ के करते रहेंगे, ये आपके अंदर की cleansing करते रहेगा. Not only of the Sushumna, it will cleanse all your chakras as well. The more it is able to cleanse your chakras, but remember one thing, every time your chakras are being cleansed, some buried stuff is likely to come up. Every time some buried stuff comes up, become an observer. Do not become judgmental. Do not blame anyone, anything, God, people, person, situations, etc., etc. Nothing. Whatever is just your awareness. This happened, this feeling came, I observed, and the feeling will slowly pass. That's it. That is enough. Sometimes there may be a deeper lesson attached to it. It will jump out to you. If there is a deeper lesson that you need to imbibe from that, the lesson will jump at you. Accept it. Internally, understand the lesson. You've got your lesson, you've learned your lesson, and you will internally make a promise to try and hold that. So you will not do something that goes against or contrary to that lesson. Slowly, these things will start drying up and your pathway will become smoother and smoother. When that happens, it's a sign that most of your older karma is getting out of the way. I won't say it has gotten out of the way. That's a long process. So I will not say that it's gotten out of the way. But sometimes the more the painful aspects may come out more quickly or faster. So once you start dealing with them and they start getting out of the way, your path becomes relatively freer to move ahead. And then, of course, whatever energy you bring into your practices, etc., now you become more available to achieving or moving towards your highest potential. Santoshji. Om.
So I feel more warmth in the Mooladhara and it's more of reddish kind of a thing. I feel.
Ganesha,
I mean,
you're
that
waking
color,
up.
it comes into my thing.
Yes. Ganesha,
That's
you're
one
waking
thing.
up.
Second thing is, I feel sometimes it's opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing. I don't know whether I should conclude that as a. Are you able to hear?
Yes. Go on.
Yeah. I don't know whether to conclude that as a lotus opening or not. But the last part, that Om thing, that it got vibrated everywhere. I mean, the entire spine, it got vibrated.
Beautiful.
I never
Beautiful.
experienced.
Excellent.
I never
करते रहिए.
experienced that kind of.
Excellent. करते रहिए. This is it. Internalize everything. Do this every day, or at least do it for a few times today, tomorrow's session we will add a little more. But आज का जो आपका ये जो super experience हुआ with the Om, इसको तो करते रहिए, continue with it, because as it is we are going to go deeper into the lotus opening. So you continue with this, no issues at all. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.